Was this a career that chose you or you chose it?
I definitely didn't choose it, you know. It's something just, what would you say, a slow metamorphosis? You know, you can go back to the 10-year-old altar boy and choir boy, you know.
I mean, that sounds like a cliche. You were an altar boy.
Yeah. But then
Your
I'm
dad
just
was a
saying,
cop?
you know, the Catholic upbringing,
Yeah.
the whole thing, this and that. And then, like, I was about 13 years old, my father died. And I mean, other people's father, I just didn't handle it very well. And I think I was very, obviously I was a very angry young guy, you know, for a lot of years.
When was the last time you killed somebody?
A lot of years ago. You know, probably when, what was it, a year, maybe 1981.
Remember who? You remember why?
It was a contract.
Just another job.
Another job. You know. I got the term mad dog in the last one. I had a shootout. Everything's fine until I shot back. Then I was a mad dog because I shot back. You know? Watch him, he's a mad dog. So that name stuck, you know?
When did you first meet Gail? Do you remember? Do you remember that vividly?
I remember that. I first met her. I got out of prison. It was first time was in 1965. She was only 17, 18 years old. Actually, she was going with my brother Jimmy. You know, he's dead. He died a while back, you know. They were kids, you know, a little romance. And I even liked her then, you know, her ways, her actions, it is, you know, good person. But I never thought, you know, years later would develop into anything. But 10 years went by. 1975, I got out of Clinton. She had been married, and she was in the process of getting a divorce. I was 37. Yeah, I was about 30 at the time now. I'm about 7 years older. This and that. And I'd called her. We had dinner with this, and went out different places, weeks at a time. But I was always in love with her. You know, I always loved her, you know. Because she was different. She was good person, hard-working person. At that time, she was working on Madison Avenue. She ran some advertising agency, you know.
A smart woman.
No, she was sharp, yeah.
So, I'm
Except
sorry.
when it came
What
to
did,
me.
what did she see in you?
But she saw, it's almost like a Jekyll and Hyde. She saw the guy maybe I wanted to be, not the other side. She was never impressed. But the other guy, I always termed this other guy. She never saw that side of me, really.
If she was so wonderful and you loved her, and this woman stuck by you through thick and through thin, so yeah, you were a killer, you were a hired assassin, but you became addicted to cocaine, to alcohol, you even cheated on her. Why did this woman stay with you? I don't get it.
Ask her.
I will, but I'm curious from your point of view.
Why she loved me. And I loved her, as crazy as it sounds. I loved her, I loved my son, but I was selfish. I'm just saying, all them years, and I didn't even realize it, you become very selfish in there, you know? Everything's about you. You know, not just the point of like physical survival, but in every way. Everything was about me.
What would life be like for you inside here without her out there?
I don't know if I'd be here right now.
What do you say?
Because I would have. In here, you let things go. It ain't like, when I was coming up, 15, 16, 17 years old, I was with guys from the 20s. They were all in 20s, 30s, 40s. They were real men. They were tough guys. When I say tough guys, I don't mean bullies, but they had a code. They had a moral code about them. Where today all I see is pedophiles and rapists, and it's full of homeless people. These ain't even prisons in a sense anymore as they are shelters. And back then, the time was easy for me to do. When I say it was easy for me to do, because I didn't have anything to miss. Now after having my sons, they're both good young men.
You're a grandfather.
You know, grandfather, 5 grandchildren, all beautiful kids. But two of them. Now without that in my life, the time is very hard. Not the place or doing the time in it, but what you're missing.
Did you ever say, I'm sorry?
I've said I'm sorry 1,000 times. But it doesn't change a thing. You know? And I look back, now the grandfather looks back, he says, who the hell was that guy? Yeah, I loved it. I was riding high. Had all the tough guys in New York afraid of me. You know? And it was all bullshit.